Your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but two Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get two CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-871-5840. Again, that's 800-871-5840.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to run some more tests. Looks like it might be enteric fever.
Is that bad?
Typhoid.
Sorry if I'm such a coward about illness. There just doesn't seem to be any way to fight it.
And what happens when your mass inoculation starts a mass evacuation?
Quarantine the town.
Oh, I see. Call in the troops. Order everybody into their homes. Lock all the doors. Close down businesses. Put up roadblocks. In other words, put a complete stop to daily life. Is that your plan?
Gentlemen, as public health officer, I'm forced to declare an official epidemic.
Oh, Doctor, do you realize the consequences?
I'm fully aware.
Starvation is a disease. So is depression.
Gentlemen, it's 2 points of a pitchfork. Whichever way you move, it hurts.
We're here to talk about public health and the lives of all the people in this area. Now, if that doesn't interest you, you're not the citizen I thought you were, and I made a mistake by asking you to help.
Help? What else can we do? I took the milk off my trucks. It's already turning sour. I washed my place and my family with a disinfectant you sent over. What else can we do?
The danger now is in the disease spreading to other areas.
Why didn't you go and prevent it in some other town before it got to Dixon Mills? Why didn't you do your job before it got here? Isn't that right? All gonna knock it. We had our blood tested. That's right. What now?
We're going to need more precautions.
Like what?
I want to declare an official epidemic.
And what exactly does that mean?
Mandatory inoculations. On a voluntary basis, it's been less than 80% effective. Complete quarantine. Close down all public eating places and food stores. And full police powers to enforce those measures.
You are putting us out of business. We're helping you. What else do you want?
I want you to listen to me. All of you. You're acting like children. I want you to hear the facts. We have the blockade. We have all the disadvantages of a public declaration of an epidemic, including the bad publicity, with none of the benefits.
What benefits? What do we need them for?
We think the typhoid bacillus is being spread by a carrier who may be among us right now.
That's why you weren't at your place. How long have you been sitting there?
Please, don't stop.
Anything that keeps me on the other side of a room from you can't be worth doing.
I'm so afraid. This terrible premonition.
You're so lovable. And very fragile. And silly.
Someone even sneezes near me, I go out of my mind.
Did you have your inoculation shot yet? Come on, I'll drive you over to Andrew's house now.
Everyone is supposed to live in good health and be happy.
Hey, honey, take it easy.
Dan, I've got to get away from here. I'll go crazy.
I won't let you get away from here. And they've just declared an epidemic.
I don't know what I'll do if someone gets sick in front of me.
Just go back to your place and stay there. Boil your water and don't eat any fresh food. And stay away from strangers.
There's never anyone there.
There is now. A man who worked for the carnival. We don't know who he is or why he's running. But he may be a typhoid carrier. Chief Palmer. Fine. Meet me at my office in 20 minutes. Ruth? Ruth?
It's Friendly Jail. You know, the door was open.
It's always easier to get into a jail. I get the feeling you know that.
I see you've been looking through your famous photos.
I like light reading.
You know, you ain't gonna find him without help. His real name is Robert Haller. He's wanted for felony manslaughter in Chicago.
Who did he kill, his mother?
Look, I told you who he was.
Who buys you nothing? Where gets you the marbles?
He called me tonight. He forgot his check. He wanted me to hold it for him.
Where's he gonna meet you?
He didn't say.
Beat it.
Dr. Locke.
Simon, bad news. The hot dog man is a felony fugitive, and I guess that's why he's running.
That means we still haven't pinpointed the carrier, doesn't it?
Simon.
What is it, Dan? Dan?
An incredible value. Order now.
Ruth?
Oh, Simon.
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I called from several of my stops. Why didn't you answer?
There aren't any phones under the trees. That's why I come here.
How do you feel?
So far, so good.
Want to drive back with me?
Dan ordered me out of there. He'd be angry.
He'd also be glad to see you.
What is it, Simon? You're not telling me everything, are you?
He has typhoid. Ruth, please. Take it easy. He had a bad night, but he's coming along fine now. It would do him good to see you.
I can't go in there.
Have you had your typhoid shot? All right, then. Safe enough. Come on.
For me, maybe. Not for Dan. Not with a girl like me.
And why does he have anything to do with you?
New face in town. It was fun for a while. It'll pass.
Fun? You're afraid of everything around you. You don't go anywhere. Frankly, I don't know why he has anything to do with you at all. Unless he sees something in you. Something you're not even willing to admit to yourself is there. Coming?
Andrew.
Well, welcome back to Dixon Mills.
What happened?
Apparently, the antitoxin got to you a little too late.
How long have I been out?
All night.
Ruth.
Ruth's all right.
She's up there all alone.
Stop worrying about Ruth. Simon's out making house calls. He'll drop in on her.
She...
Oh, she's not sick. But if she got her shot as late as you did, she'll bear watching.
She didn't take a shot at all.
Well, that was a big mistake. Now, you just lie there. I don't want you to do anything but get well. Let me worry about Ruth.
Where are my clothes?
Now, listen to me, Iron Man. If complications set in, you could be in real trouble.
Andrew, that carnival man is a fugitive.
And you're a patient. Now, listen to me, all of you. I want you to keep an eye on this cop. If he tries to get out of bed, call for help. If he tries to leave the room, arrest him.
What if he escapes?
In that case, Jake, you're fired.
Where are they putting my shirt?
Now, you heard what they said?
Jake, there are about 50 building violations on your properties that I have kept filed in my desk.
The closet. In the back. Dad? No. Please, you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, if we're lucky.
You sure Ruth Warner didn't get her shot?
Doctor, I know my own friends.
She told me she had her typhoid antitoxin and a blood test. Now, why would she lie?
Have you ever had dinner at her house, Mrs. Wayne?
Now that you ask, no. What are you looking for?
A very careful typhoid carrier, Mrs. Webb.
Sure, I was there all right, but she wasn't home. She'd gone away for a week.
What did you do there?
I had no personal contact with her.
Personal contact is not important. What did you do there?
I just stopped by to check the plumbing. There was a problem.
Ruth, you can't be this scared.
I'm not scared. I'm tired. Ashamed. Saddened by what has happened. I have to get away.
Are you so worried about catching this thing?
No. Just giving it.
What?
You're sick because of me. Jake, Jamie, and old Mrs. Collister. The crops are dying because of me. Business has stopped because of me. Only pain continues. And death because of me.
Stop it, please. God in heaven, I love you.
Goodbye, Dan. You Can't catch it that way, you know that. I'd never, ever have touched you.
Ruth, I'm begging you to stay.
Here? Now that everybody knows?
Here, anywhere. We'll be together. We'll make it. We'll be careful.
I was careful. And Jake came in one day and repaired the plumbing while I was out. He didn't know he was sick, so he wasn't careful. It always starts out that way. Oh, Dan, I'm the hand of the devil. I'm a walking plague.
And you're beautiful. And warm. And lovable.
Who are you speaking to? Ruth Warner? Or Rose Watson? Or Ruby Wilson? I don't even know who I am sometimes. I just want a quiet place somewhere, any place, and just hide until they find me. Until I get in too deep, like now. I'm not the first, you know. People like me, we get involved deeply, often. Trying to make up for what we've lost. Pretending. Oh, we're rotten for getting involved in normal people's lives. I know it. We're alive, too. We can hear music. And we can smell flowers. We can fall in love. And we can pray that this time no one will get sick from us. Just, at least, please God. Do you know that people want to love so much more when they are denied loving?
Dixon Mills 2457 Baker, come in. Come in, please. Over. Dan, can you read me? Are you all right? Come in, Dan. Over.
Answer him, Dan.
Dixon Mills Police, I read your bird over.
Dan, Dr. Sellers wants you in bed. You're sick.
Have you checked out the described car?
It was the car Haller stole. He's on foot, moving northwest through the bush. Should be coming into that clearing atop of Meadows pretty soon. We'll get some in.
Do your job, Dan. I don't want any more sadness on my conscience.
You're my job. Don't you understand what I've been saying all these months?
No. Go catch your criminal.
Go back to the house. Wait for me. Okay?
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Able, this is Baker. Come in, Bird, over.
Dan, where the devil are you? The doctors are worried. Over.
Bird, I've spotted him. He's in the clearing. How far behind is the closest vehicle? Over.
About a half a mile.
He's heading for the north end of the clearing. I'll drop down and keep him in the open.
just let me go away. Dan was willing.
Dan knew a car couldn't get through the roadblock. He was after a man on foot.
Ruth, won't you let us try to help you?
How? By insisting I go away with you? Where do we go?
We don't want to force you to do anything.
Simon thinks differently. Don't you?
Yes, I do. I'd like to lock you up and throw away the key. I'd like to make sure no one else is ever endangered like this again. I'd like to forget all the pain and suffering we've seen since this thing began. But more than anything, I'd like to make you well again, Ruth.
There is no way.
We can try.
Look, I'd like to just move on quietly if you'll let me.
I'm sorry, Miss Warner, but you will have to be hospitalized for a while.
One favor. Tell Dan I left, eh? Don't tell him where I am.
We pretend to know so much when actually we know so little.
We're not completely primitive. There have been no new cases reported in the last 10 hours. I think it's over.
For us. Poor Boo.
A loaf of bread, a jug of wine.
No, cold chicken, potato salad, sauerkraut in that.
Just driving without roadblocks is great. We should do this more often.
Where's the life of the party going?
Hey, you two, let's go. It'll get dark before the party's over.
How do you feel?
Don't tell me I'll forget her, Andrew. Please don't.
I won't. I guess it ended too soon. So did mine. Oh, she wasn't ill like Ruth. It was just that she didn't want to live the kind of life I had in mind. So she went away. I guess that's all that matters. Where they stay, where they go away.
Babies, it's me, Dracula, from Dracula's Kung Fu Theater. And did you know season 2 of my show is on the way? Well, now you do. It's soon.
time, it's you.